Hello, students. It's so nice to see you again. We took a little break, but I'm back with our 21st episode of Max Sensei's online English lesson. Thank you so much for joining. How have you been? Recently, my daughter Hannah has been growing bigger and bigger. She's maturing, she's learning and becoming very smart. The other day, we went to the zoo and she could watch the monkeys and the giraffes and the birds. It was a lot of fun seeing her enjoy animals. Every day is very exciting with Hannah, and yeah, every day is an adventure. But I hope you all are doing very well. Today, we are going to talk about a new topic. The new topic is art. Art. Um, I know a lot of my private students are artists, not painters or drawers, although maybe they do that, but they perform art like dancing or singing or doing a tea ceremony and so on. So I know all of you are amazing artists, and I hope you appreciate the art we will talk about today. But let me know your opinions. So, today, the title of today's article is called Art is Changing Fast New Art Success. And we're going to look at a couple people who are becoming famous artists recently and what their artwork is and how it's becoming famous. And if you agree that their artwork is good or not, and so on. Okay, well, let's get started. As usual, today we're going to read an article. Then there's going to be 5 new vocab words. And after that will be 5 discussion questions. You can answer those discussion questions any way you like. You can send me an email, a line message. You can comment on the YouTube video, or you can comment on the blog, although no one has ever commented on the blog before. I look forward to hearing your answers, and I'll always respond to your answers. So please answer as much as you want and as often as you can. Okay, let's get started. Art is changing fast. New art success. The art world is an exciting place for new artists. The traditional ways of becoming a professional artist, like going to art school and doing gallery exhibitions, are quickly changing are changing quickly, and art success means something different these days. Art is changing fast, and there are many new ways to create, find success, and promote artists' work. Let's look at 2 examples of young artists who are becoming popular recently. The first example is a man named Artez from Siberia who does street art. Street art is the art of using spray paint to make art in public space, usually without official permission. When Artez was young, he used to doodle in his notebooks at school. Since he has become an adult, his graffiti has developed very large public art exhibits. Artez's style is illustrations mixed with photorealism. This means that his street art combines images that look like real life mixed with cartoon-like images. Artez is only in his early 30s, but he is gaining popularity all over the world, and he even has been invited to other countries like India, Brazil, and Greece to put his art on large public spaces. The next example is a woman named Sophie Chan. Sophie is a manga artist who displays her artwork on YouTube. She was born in Iraq in 1990, in the middle of a war, and had to change schools several times because her parents were always moving. It was difficult for her to make friends, so she spent a lot of her time alone drawing pictures. She was influenced by Japanese anime on TV, and began drawing manga when she was 13 years old. She began drawing on camera and uploading her creations on YouTube in 2008. Since then, she has produced many drawings, showing her art as well as teaching others how to draw manga images. Both artists are making themselves famous by using social media. Sophie's YouTube views generate her some money, but not enough to make a career in art. She has been working on an engineering degree. She then became an engineer and saved up money to publish a book called The Ocean of Secrets. It's a manga. Because of her large YouTube following, she may sell many copies of the book. Artez has many social media profiles on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Pinterest is a photo social media, so you can post usually artistic pictures and so on. He also belongs to an art group that helps support other artists. He says a healthy competition and an exchange of ideas can really motivate people to produce more, better, and faster. He is proud of the fact that he made his living on the streets of Belgrade and now has become a famous artist. It seems that the traditional ways of becoming a professional artist has passed, and new ways of making money for art are constantly changing. Let's look at one example of a traditional artist and how he became famous. Claude Monet was born in Paris in 1840. His father was a businessman and his mother was a singer. He wanted to be an artist, and so he went to an art school from the age of 11 years old. He met many painters who mentored him and taught him different styles of art. Monet then was drafted into the army and served for 7 years in military duty, but fell ill with typhoid fever and was discharged of his duty. He went to another art school and met other impressionist painters like Renoir, Bazille, and Sisley. He continued studying, producing impressionist paintings, and became famous. Monet is one of the most famous impressionist painters of all time, but his story shows that the traditional ways of becoming a famous artist are difficult if you don't come from an artist family or have artist friends. The new way of becoming an artist looks like it takes extreme talent and creativity and new innovative ways of thinking. Let's see what the future holds for artists of the world and how art will develop in the future. Okay, that's all for today's article, and I want to show you guys some pictures of Artez, Sophie Chan, and of course Monet's artwork. So I'm going to show you some pictures. Here is Artez's artwork. This is Artez. So we said photorealism mixed with illustrations. So you can see it looks like a kind of a businessman. Here, I'm going to move. Oop. Sorry, guys. I'm going to move my image out of the way. There we go. So you can see it's someone opening his shirt. That looks very real. Of course, the illustrations of plants coming out of the shirt looks kind of artistic or cartoony. The next image is very cool. It looks like a woman who's holding a bow and arrow, and yeah, it looks maybe kind of Native American. She has like face paint and feathers or something. And sorry, this is kind of a smaller image. Let me zoom in. It's just a woman holding a duck. It looks very cute, like a very cute duck. But one thing that all these paintings have in common is they are huge. I mean, look at this picture. It's on the side of an apartment building. And look at the previous picture. It's, how do we go back? Yeah, I mean, that's a door. So you can imagine how big. These are second-story windows up at the top near her head. And this is also on a very big canvas. I mean, that's a door on the right-hand side. You can see how large his artwork is. And then Sophie-chan has very traditional type anime manga style drawings. This looks almost similar to like Studio Ghibli. This reminds me of like Mononoke Hime or something like that. And again, like a traditional sort of manga art, anime style Japanese man. And this is Monet. So the very impressionist traditional art. It's very lovely. And one more Monet. Wow, sorry, it's so small. I gotta zoom in. These lovely ladies on a pond. And yeah, impressionist art. All right, let me move my image back. There we go. Okay, so now that we've seen the different kinds of artwork, let's look at the vocabulary words and then our discussion questions. So our vocabulary word number 1 is promote. Promote. And that means to support or actively encourage. So in the article, it says that promote artists' work. So this means to support artists and to actively encourage artists. All right, number 2 is permission. Permission means the action of officially allowing someone to do a certain thing. So it means like you are allowed to do that. You can do that. Official permission. Next is doodle. Doodle. Doodle means a rough drawing made absent-mindedly without thinking. So usually, if you're taking notes in class and you start drawing like a happy face or a picture of a cat or something like that on the side of your notes, that's doodling. You are doodling. You are making a doodle. So you're just drawing something without thinking. Next is photorealism. Photorealism. This is a style of art with the aim to give a highly detailed impression of something so that it looks like a photo instead of a drawing or painting. Photorealism, there are some people who can draw with a pencil something that is so detailed it looks like artwork, or it looks like a photo. It's really amazing. And the final vocab word is uploading. Uploading. Uploading is to transfer data from one computer to another computer or system. System means like the internet. So we talked about Sophie Chan. She records her drawing pictures of anime and manga characters, and then she uploads them onto the internet on YouTube so people can see it. So like Max Sensei's online English lesson, I'm recording an English lesson and I'm uploading it onto YouTube for you guys. Thanks for watching. All right, and then we have 5 discussion questions. So let's look at the discussion questions, and I'll answer one of them at the end. Number 1, what kind of art do you like? Do you have a favorite artist? What kind of art do you like? Do you have a favorite artist? Please tell me about one of your favorite artists, and I'll look them up on Google and I'll look at some of the pictures. So I really love recommendations of artists. Number 2, from the examples, which art, wow, I made a spelling mistake here. Which art, it should be R. Gomen. Which art are you most interested in? From the examples, which art are you most interested in? So there were 3 examples. There was Artez, Sophie Chan, and Monet. I'm guessing everyone maybe will say Monet because he's a famous impressionist artist. His artwork are masterpieces. They're in the Louvre. So let's just say, which do you like, Artez or Sophie Chan? Okay, Artez or Sophie Chan. Which are you more interested in? Number 3, do you prefer modern art or classical art? Why? Do you prefer modern art or classical art? Why? Okay, number 4. What do you think if you see graffiti on the wall of a building or public place? What do you think if you see graffiti on the wall of a building or a public place? Remember, graffiti or street art is like using spray paint to make a design or painting on the side of a building or public place, like a public wall or something like that. All right, and number 5. Have you ever made art or practiced an artistic performance like dance, sing, or a traditional ceremony? And what did you do? Tell me about it. Have you ever made art or practiced an artistic performance, dance, sing, traditional ceremony? What did you do? Tell me about it. All right, and I'll answer one of them. Have you ever made art or practiced an artistic performance? As you guys know, I really enjoyed ballroom dancing when I was a university student, and I really enjoyed the feeling of listening to the music, following the rhythm, and being able to learn how to do special moves and how to give a dance signal to my partner, and then we can perform the move together. And when it was successful, it looked very graceful and beautiful, and that made me really happy when I was dancing with a good partner. So that's the art that I practiced, which was ballroom dancing. And I did that for almost 4 years, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, well, I'm excited to hear your guys' responses. Let's talk about artwork, and let me know, what art are you interested in, and who's your favorite artist, and do you do art, and so on. Let me come back. Sorry, guys, I should have done this sooner. Anyway, thank you so much for watching Max Sensei's online English lesson number 21. Wow, we've done a lot of these. Thank you so much for always watching. Thank you so much for answering the questions. I really do appreciate that you guys are so motivated to study English and that you take time to watch this video. Sometimes you watch it many, many times, and I really like that. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the future, and please stay tuned for episode 22 in about 2 weeks. Okay, bye.